Hello and welcome to the another video of Agile Project Management with Scrum. In this video, we will talk about Scrum Team, the different roles of Scrum and their responsibilities. So let us go ahead and understand the roles and responsibilities of Scrum Team. As we covered in our last video that Scrum is an Agile framework and Scrum is a popular choice among Agile teams that is widely used in software development. We also discussed in our previous video that Agile or Scrum team has 5 to 9 members in the team, and each member is given different roles and the responsibilities as per their skill sets, expertise, and knowledge. So, in the Scrum framework, the Scrum team has 3 main roles, and those roles are Product Owner, Scrum Master, and Development Team or Scrum Team. Each of these roles has different capabilities, skill sets, and responsibilities. And the most important point is that any of these roles cannot be merged with each other. For example, the role and responsibilities of a product owner cannot be given to a single individual who is working as a Scrum Master. It simply means that both roles cannot be given to a single person. Why? Because it conflicts with the objective of both the product owner and Scrum Master roles. So let us go ahead and discuss these roles in detail and understand what are these roles, what are their responsibilities, and where is the focus of each of the role. So let me start with product owner. Now, when it comes to the product owner, the product owner is the first person of the Scrum team. He is the guy who has the complete product details. He is regularly in touch with the customer and collect new requirements whenever needed and accordingly create and update the product backlog items. So ultimately, he is the only person in a team who owns the entire product and holds the responsibility to make sure that the application is deployed as soon as it is committed. And at the same time, he ensures that the application is built exactly in the way it must be built. So we can say the product owner is primarily responsible to turn a project into a successful business product in order to satisfy customers' needs and maximizing the ROI by determining the product features. Meaning the product owner communicates the product vision to the team on daily basis or on weekly basis. So the product owner is responsible to maintain the backlog items. He defines and reprioritizes the backlog items, and he works on project piloting as well. Moreover, the product owner makes a list of items that need to be focused on for the next sprint or the iteration. So, the key point that we need to see here is that the product owner is mainly responsible for determining the product features, maximizing the return of investment, meaning the product owner closely work with the customer. He is the voice of customer and has a clear idea about customers requirement or their vision. This person has the authority to make global decisions about the product, and he is also responsible for reprioritizing and refining the backlog items. That means whenever customer requirements are changed, then based on the change scenario or new requirement, the product owner has the ownership to reorder the backlog items. So the entire focus of the product owner is ensuring the right product backlog items, prioritizing those backlog items, and adding user stories and epic to the product backlog depending on the business need. The next role we have in Scrum team is Scrum Master. So, the Scrum Master is someone who helps to learn and apply Scrum to reach all business values. He is not a team manager, not a project manager, or not a team lead, but Scrum Master serves the team. So, we can say that Scrum Master plays the role of a servant leader in a Scrum team. It simply means that the Scrum Master closely works with the team member and act as an advocate for the team and protect them. The Scrum Master is also responsible to facilitate all Scrum meetings such as daily stand-up, sprint planning, sprint review, and sprint retrospective meetings. We will discuss Scrum ceremonies in our upcoming videos. So, in the sprint planning or iteration planning meeting, Scrum Master protects the team from overcommitting and scope creeps. Now, what this scope creep is? Don't worry, we will discuss the scope creep later in this video. So, we were discussing that Scrum Master facilitated the Scrum ceremonies. The Scrum ceremonies are also called Scrum Meetings and will be covered in detail in upcoming video. Now, the next meeting is daily stand up. In daily stand up meeting, Scrum Master takes the regular update from the team and tracks the project progress. Next, in the sprint review, Scrum Master captures the feedback from everyone, and then in the sprint retrospective, he notes areas of improvement along with the action items for future sprints or coming iterations. Apart from this, Scrum Master also takes care of reporting part. He regularly analyzes the burn down chart to understand what gets built and what is pending. And Scrum Master helps the product owner to maintain the product backlog items in a good shape. Next, Scrum Master also helps the team to remove impediments. The impediments are blockers or something that blocks the team from moving forward, something that does not allow delivering things in the way it is required. So, that needs to be understood and eliminated. The impediments could be anything, such as the skills and capabilities of the team. It may be the testing environment, or maybe a process, or any other things that is blocking the way. So, when anything comes as a blocker or impediment that is stopping the work to move forward, the Scrum Master sits with the team and understands on identifying and removing those blockers. He supports and guides the team to overcome those challenges. So, we can say the Scrum Master protects the team from interfaces. He helps and encourages the team to adopt agile practices. That means the Scrum Master focuses on making a Scrum team to work, whereas the product owner looks at the entire product backlog items and work more closely with the business or customer. So the product owner need to have a good understanding to ensure things go well. But the most important thing is that these two roles of Scrum Master and the product owner cannot be merged with each other because it has two different angles, two different dynamics, roles, and different responsibilities. That simply means spending time accomplishing both things by a single person may become a very challenging and conflicting, and task prioritization will become very difficult for him. Then we have Scrum team or development team. These are the people who work together to develop and deliver the requirements of these stakeholders. A Scrum team is self-organized and cross-functional team. So different team members comes together and each member will have various capabilities and expertise in their areas. A Scrum team may include software engineers, architect, system engineer, analyst, UI designer, QA specialist, and other members depending upon the requirements of the project. So, the Scrum team builds a product that the product owner indicates. It might be a software, an application, a website, or any other thing that they need to deliver. And the most important point is that Scrum team should have a clear understanding of the deliverables, that what is being done or what they are going to develop. For example, they should have an idea of any functionality or feature that need to be implemented and delivered to fulfill the requirement of project or product. It simply means that the project team or the Scrum team should have the complete project understanding and the direction should also be clear to the team member. So that's all about the Scrum team and their responsibilities. Now, as I promised earlier, that we will discuss scope creep later. So now let us go ahead and understand what this scope creep is all about. Scope creep is something that is beyond the agreed scope, product, or requirement. This could be anything like adding a new feature or implementing a new functionality to the project that is not authorized or approved yet. So, in Scrum team, certain items can be considered scope creep, such as items in the backlog are not assigned and are not in an accurate priority level. Items in the backlog list are lacking in clarity and depth despite being a high priority. Teams are pushed into a sprint without a clear goal. Changes are introduced or forced in the mid of any sprint or iteration. New features are asked to implement without proper need and cost analysis. So, such scope creeps put a burden on the development team and impact the entire sprint outcome. To deal with such scope creeps, there should be a clear change management process so that the team member don't feel overburdened and project value doesn't drop. So here the Scrum Master prevents the team from such scope creeps that were not discussed or added during the sprint planning session. So that's all from this video. In the next video, we will continue our Scrum series and see the Scrum artifacts. Till then, thanks for listening. Have a nice day.